Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Molechap here, coming at you with another StarCraft 2 commentary. I'm going to try and keep my view on this Terran player here for most of the time, to be honest, because I want to make sure, well, I guess I could maybe change the thumbnail afterwards, but I want to make sure I get a good thumbnail of a Terran player so it looks like it's part of the Tyler versus TLO series. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll do one of my own games, a commentary on one of my own games real quick to do an anti-spoiler game. And this was apparently against a player named Dallas. So I figured that was perfect since this is from MLG. Well, the series on anti-spoilering is from MLG Dallas. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to show this game. I don't remember if I did particularly well in this game, to be honest with you. But I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Anyway, so this is me. I'm the red Zerg here up here, and Dallas is the blue Terran down here. I honestly do not remember what happened in this game. Hopefully we'll see something interesting. By the way, I also streamed this game live. I've been doing a little bit. I know I've been promising it for a long time, and I finally actually got around to doing some live streaming of my ladder games. The other day, I did a couple hours, actually, of laddering. I was sick, and I kind of didn't feel like doing much, so even though I probably shouldn't have stayed up late laddering, I probably should have just gone to sleep, but I stayed up and did some laddering, streamed it live on Justin TV, and so you can follow me on Justin TV, or you can follow me on Twitter or Facebook, and I put out announcements when I'm going to do live streaming. So in any case, I actually got a little bit lucky with the scouting on this one. I usually send out an early drone to scout what's going on, especially I'm just in Platinum right now. I'm trying to get back into Diamond. I was in Diamond before, and played so little for a while that I came back and I sucked. I was really rusty and I got demoted. And then even though I was at high Platinum and I won my placement match, then it still put me back in Platinum, at the bottom of Platinum. So anyway, point being, in Platinum there is a lot of cheesers because there are people that just, want to get up to Diamond basically. And I'm trying to get back up to Diamond, but I'm trying to be a good player. I've never actually cheesed in the ladder. I've never actually cheesed in StarCraft 2, actually, come to think of it, because I only have played mostly ladder games. But a lot of people do cheese in StarCraft 2 on the ladder just because they want to get up as soon as possible. And I went for a quick hatchery into pool, I believe, because I saw it was only the one barracks. So I'm like, all right, well, I can get a hatchery. I'll be fine. I think I might have squeezed a drone or two in, actually. Well, I'm at 16. Yeah, I'm all right. In any case, so a lot of players cheese. Point being, the whole point I was getting at is that in my league, I like to get an early drone scout out there just to make sure they're not doing some kind of cheese. If it's a Terran, you want to make sure that they've only got one barracks. If it's a Protoss, you want to make sure they only have one gateway. And I like to get the drone scout in there too early with burst Protoss. It's not as important for Protoss because usually if they're going to cheese you, it's a 4-gate, and so it's something you have to scout later anyway. But if you get your drone in there early before they block their ramp, then you can usually keep it alive long enough to see if they're probably going to do a 4-gate or not. And let's see here. Oh, I kind of remember this game. I think this is a pretty entertaining game, actually. Hopefully it'll turn out to be the one I'm thinking of. So anyway, looks like he's going for 3 barracks, and he's already got a reactor building on that. So he just got 1 Marine, it looked like. Where'd that Marine go? Oh, this Marine's attacking my Overlord. Whatever. And, oh, yeah, so his Marine was off attacking my Overlord, and I'm like, alright, well, I got inertial 6-lings. I'll go prod the front. Usually, Terrans wall off, and, like, 6-lings, usually 6-lings is too many, especially on a pro level. You don't want to get 6 Zerglings. Actually, I haven't got 8 Zerglings. That's way too many, because if you get more than 2, it's kind of worthless, because then they just wall off. This guy was kind of a nub and went down his ramp, and look at this. Oh, yeah. So here we go. So I came in here, he's got nothing, because he's been powering. He's built nothing but barracks and reactors, and no actual units, and so he doesn't actually have any units right now. He's got a ton of barracks up, and so I'm like, okay, well, fine. And no, I didn't expect these lings to do anything, so I switched back to drones. I don't have any more Zerglings coming. This is the only Zerglings I have, so I'm like, crap, well, it's too bad I didn't make a bunch more Zerglings, because then I'd really be able to own him here. So I'll just get done what I can. And I attacked, went for his SCVs, and I didn't even expect to get that many SCVs, because look at this. The SCVs, oh, how many did he end up with? He ended up with 4 SCVs and a mule. So at this point, I'm like, wow, okay. And you can see my Baneley nest I'm building in the background here somewhere. That was kind of an odd place for me to put my Baneley nest, to be honest. I was like, all right, well, he's got 5 SCVs. You know what? I've got, how many do I have? I have 27 drones, I have 4 times the economy of him. I'm just gonna build units because at this point, you know, it's like if you get 4 bases and they have 1 base, you just build units because you don't need to invest in economy. So it's the same sort of thing. I know I have 4 times the economy. I'll just invest in economy. But he has so many. He had 3 reactor barracks. And so even it's just with a couple mules in the bank, he made so much money. Look at all these freaking Marines. And I'm like, oh, ho-hum. I'll just build up some Zerglings and I'll go bust him. It'll be fine. And watch this. This I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh, I'll just run these Zerglings in and I'll morph these in the front to Banelings to break the door down. And I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of Marines. How does he have a bunch of Marines? And you can see I just started producing 10 Zerglings. Started making these Banelings. I'm not exactly sure why I made those Banelings there. I guess I was just desperate and I was like, I need Banelings, and maybe I was going to try and counterattack him or something like that. I'm trying to produce so many Zerglings right now, and I'm not sure. And here I've got a few Banelings. Let's see if that's all I need. I'm gonna try and surround him, and that is all it took. Oh, that last Baneling. I didn't even know that last Baneling hit too. Softened up the other half of his Marines. But luckily, he kind of did that kind of dumb, and he like made a line right up this ramp. And you can see on the production tab, why is he making another barracks? He hasn't canceled this barracks yet. Oh, platinum. In any case, so he put his Marines in a line instead of clumping them up together, so they weren't really very effective. So at that point, it was just, okay, he's got a door. Let's bomb the door, and then I just scare his Marines back in there. Oh, it wasn't even a full seal. Anyway, bust down, and that was the game. Anyway, so I hope this was a slightly entertaining anti-spoiler game, and that's pretty much it. GG, take care.